Andy. This is Jessica. You gave my friend your number after your show. I don't know if you remember my friend Michelle. Anyways, she's not interested, but I am. And so I wanted to call you. So I got your number from her. And I think you should call me. I know that, Michelle and I are a little different. We don't look alike or anything like that, but I'm a really good time. So give me a call next time you're in town.
Andy, this is Noah. Long story short, you gave my girlfriend Michelle your number. I'm not pissed or anything. I'm a fan. It doesn't bother me at all. She just told me that she's going to give your number to her friend Jessica. Do not call her back, okay? This girl has so much gonorrhea. Don't call her, okay? She will give you gonorrhea. I know 10 guys she gave gonorrhea to. She cannot get rid of it. Do not listen to her. If she said she doesn't have it, don't believe her, okay? This girl has gonorrhea up to her eyeballs, all right? If you want proof, I can send you proof. Just call me back. Don't call her.
All right, here we go. All right, and we're back.
Andy is mad, guys.
No, we're not starting with that.
No, we're not.
And we're back. Andy Frasco's World Saving Podcast. I'm Andy Frasco. How's your heads? How's your minds? Are you being a good coworker this week?
Mm-hmm. I am, actually. Are you talking to me or everybody?
I don't even know which ones these are anymore. This shit pisses me off.
There it is.
No,
Nick, we're not doing that. Pause. We're doing that.
First off, we have Maddy O'Neill.
First of all, the coworker thing is not towards me. I'm being a good coworker.
Oh, yeah? Some people say I'm not being a good coworker to you.
Well, we're not coworkers. You're my boss, so that doesn't really work that way.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah. If you give me money, we're not coworkers. Coworkers is me and Bo are kind of coworkers.
First, before we start,
he's my Bo.
I don't want to. Let me just.
We'll
let's
talk
do
about
our plugs.
fun shit actually instead.
Let's do our plugs first. This is a Secret Dreams Festival.
Oh, it is.
It is presented by Secret Dreams. Shout out to Secret Dreams.
I played the inaugural Secret Dreams last year, and it was incredible.
It is going down this weekend, people. August 17th, 18th, 19th, or is it 18th, 19th, 20th? That weekend. We are playing on
Next
it.
weekend.
It's a lot of cool producers. Grizz is playing. We have our head interview for today, Maddy O'Neill. Who
Is Tipper back on this year?
I think so.
Yeah.
And we are the band that's doing the late night thing, so it's going to be awesome.
Sick. It's going to be awesome.
So this episode is to help have you be aware of what Secret Dreams is. It's at Legends Valley. It's fucking awesome.
Best place.
It's like they have a dinosaur. There's no place that has a big ass fucking triceratops or whatever the fuck that dinosaur's
the Lost
called.
Lands stuff. They just leave it up all year.
I love it.
It's crazy what they've done to that property from all that Lost Lands money. Mm-hmm. There's all these new there's all these warehouses on there now and stuff. All kinds of stuff.
Feels like the EDM festivals bring more people.
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah.
It's more popular.
So you should grab your tickets now before they sell out. I know this is the last week, so this is the big push, and I know a shit ton of people are coming. Everyone's been talking about the lineup.
Rob Chafin is a great talent buyer.
Is he?
I've noticed that about him.
Sick. Did he book it?
He did last year, or at least he's who hired me, so I'm assuming. But
so shout out to Rob.
I think he's a partner in it, too. I don't really know. Actually.
Our guy.
I don't like to ask people what their role is and stuff. I don't want to sound like
we got the late night show on Friday.
You do?
Yep. It's going to be blast.
Which stage?
I don't know, but we're playing against some ambient DJs, so I think people are going to.
Yeah,
they're either going to want.
People did love
one
the
way
electronic.
or another.
The electronic stuff was crushing the bands last year at that thing.
Yeah,
it was cool. But
there's not a lot of bands on this year.
I think they realize that it needs to be more.
So shout out! Thanks for feeding us. I appreciate it, Secret Dreams. Let's fucking go.
I think it's a big Dozio's involved heavily too, right? Papadozio?
Yeah, Papadozio's in it.
They're perfect for that kind of thing. Also, they rule Ohio.
And our queen, Maddy O'Neill, is she's Maddy. She didn't like you saying that.
That's not even my nickname. It's an old nickname from before.
Maddy O'Neill.
Yeah. Somebody else thought of that way before me.
That was funny. Her interview. We had a great talk with her. She came over to the house, and you're gonna love that interview.
That's this episode, right?
Yeah, this episode.
Yeah, okay,
yeah. She's blowing up, and we're really excited. She just did Coachella, hot off Coachella. She did that free show with Grizz in Denver.
She did a Pretty Lights after party last weekend too.
Yeah, who was that? He was saying she did like some impromptu show at the temple for someone who couldn't make the gig.
Oh, yes, that was for Bonobo.
Bonobo. Damn, she's
That
getting
guy
the
rules.
calls.
Bonobo.
Let's go. Our queen's getting the calls, baby.
Yeah, you know, I wonder if that was
So come on out to Secret Dreams. What's if you're in the Ohio area? We have tons of fans.
It's
in
very
Ohio.
easy to get to, by the way. It's like 25 minutes from the airport.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You'll be so stimulated.
There's hotels.
There's
right?
going to be
if you don't
a
want
shit
to
ton
camp,
of lights.
If you don't want to camp, it's right off the highway. So there's a ton of hotels nearby that are cheap.
I might even like take a little ecstasy and like have a sweat and just like listen to.
Dude, that thing is they booked the good shit. Like they booked like the electronic music they book is like they know what the fuck they're doing. They're not just trying to like sell tickets.
I know. I want to wear like a whole Adidas tracksuit and just fucking just. Sweat.
I think Rob Chafin probably has a couple for you. He's always rocking those.
Yo, Rob, let me borrow. He's like 7 foot tall though.
Nah,
Rob's
he's
tall.
He's probably I bet he's 6'6", 6'7".
No, I'm gonna buy one that fits me. I'm gonna get a tracksuit. I'm just gonna fucking rock that.
I've known
shit.
Rob since he was like 19, I think.
So you're also having another look today. I mean, you have these like
I'm into just
porn
some fashion
star
guy.
porn star sunglasses on.
Just a
Are you? Is
fashion
that your
guy.
thing now? You're just gonna wear sunglasses everywhere you go?
Well, I think if we talk about what I'm wearing, they'll go watch the video instead of listening. You know
So
what
if
I
you
mean?
want to watch what Nick's his wardrobe is, he's going to be having a new wardrobe every week. That's what he promised to get people because he thinks sex sells.
It does.
So head to
Been proven
volume.com
since the Bible.
and watch what Nick's going to wear this week. I'll for the listeners who aren't
some
who
new
are in their
shoes
car,
and
he's got some new fucking Findling shoes. I don't
Yeah.
even know; those are so hip that
I'm a little ahead of the curve, guys.
yeah, it's
I
pretty
got them at
hip.
Division West.
What's that?
It's a new shoe store on Colfax. Well, they used to be here in Cherry Creek, and then they left during the pandemic, and they're back.
Did they have to like convince you they're hip, or did you already know they were
No, I
hip?
went there to get these.
Oh, like you? They're like, no, this is it, man. This is the style.
No, I've been wanting some Karus. They're extremely comfortable, and they're like
Mm-hmm.
very lightweight, and I like how they look.
And he's wearing black socks. Hot. Matches his black shirt.
I don't
hot.
like white socks.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Yeah.
It depends. I like off-white socks.
Off-white, but not like, I don't know. I don't like the dorky white.
And then you're
Michael
wearing
Jackson.
these, Tony Soprano glasses.
They are kind of Tony Soprano.
It's like I feel like you're gonna beat someone up for me.
Yeah, I might.
Yeah, who?
I don't know one in particular, but who do you need me to beat up? I mean, you know where my limits are.
I got a couple calls.
I got enough weight to throw around.
Oh fuck! Am I really that hard to work with?
Not in my experience. I mean, you're a little impatient sometimes, but I'll take that over.
And am I an alcoholic?
Well, there's levels to that shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'm not qualified to say who's an alcoholic and not. You know what I mean? If you went to like a psychologist, they might say you need to maybe dial it back a little, or a doctor. But like,
But do you think
You're not blowing
do you think
guys for
the
Bud
reason why
Lights.
I'm burnt?
but you're not.
I'm
I
not
don't know.
blowing dudes for blood lights.
But you drink a lot.
Yeah.
You do drink a lot.
But like that doesn't not
don't
the
think
reason why I'm burnt out.
No, that's not why you're burnt out. You're burnt out because
I'm doing a shit ton.
and you're like around a lot of people all the time.
Yeah, I have. I love doing it, but it's like I don't
Usually
have.
the things you love are what burns you out first. Because you put more into it, so you like get more burnt out. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? If you
and-
hate something, you half-ass it, so it's kind of harder to get burnt out. You more get bored with that or something.
Yeah, and I was talking about that yesterday or last week. I was like, it's not that I was a little bored with how everything's rolling, but like,
It was going well. That's why.
but it's going well. Yeah, but
Did you have good crowds in the mountain run?
it was fucking awesome.
Any sellouts?
There was some duds. There was a couple sellouts.
What
there
duds?
was some duds. Grand Junction was a dud.
Who even lives there? I've never heard of Grand Junction.
Yeah, I know.
Is that a real? How many people?
Like 60
Is that a
in
mountain
a
town,
1,000
though?
cap room.
Oh, okay. Well, there we are.
You know what the sleeper show was? Fucking Durango, Colorado.
Oh, I've heard Durango
Holy
rages.
shit.
I've heard that town rages. Actually,
I did not expect that.
Really?
That was the sleep. That might be the sleeper show of the year.
Really?
I was rolling.
Animus Theater.
Yeah, I was rolling in there. I was like, fuck, no
What is
one's
that
going to
cap?
be here.
300 or something? Mm-hmm. Sold it out.
And we sold it out.
But like a hard sellout.
A hard sellout. And then what else was the show? Oh, Steamboat Springs was,
I love that town.
we always do good there, but that
Which
was the
place did you
biggest
play?
we've ever played. The Snowball.
Oh, you didn't do one of the clubs. You did the.
Yeah, the energy was lit. I was tired. I mean, we did 13 shows in 14 days.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Probably made some money though.
That made some money. Don't you go there. Don't even go there. No.
Times
None.
0.15.
Shut the fuck up, Nick. Instigator.
You told me about it. Not
Yeah.
before the pod.
Yeah, there's a couple duds. I was just like, another show that was awesome, Pine Creek Lodge.
I don't even know where that is.
In Montana, near Bozeman.
I don't go
like
there.
John Mayer, Dave Chappelle did a show there. That's like that was a sleeper one too. I did not expect that to be that rowdy too.
There's a lot of celebrities up there in Montana. They like to move it. Michael Keaton lives there.
Oh my God,
Phil Jackson.
I forgot. You are gonna love this.
Okay.
I got an email. Bo got an email from Utah. Yo, pull up this email.
Am I actually going to love this, or is this going to be something I don't love? And
pull up this email. Don't put the name up there.
Is this going to be mean?
So we got fucking this email. Basically calling me an anti-Semitic.
That's
because I was talking about Jews.
You're a Jew.
This is what I'm talking about. You got to read. Hold on. I can't even read it. Well, hold on.
I got to take off my sunglasses.
Read this email. Don't pull it up. Don't put it up.
It is kind of hard to see.
Here, go take the mic, get close to it,
okay.
and read it to the crowd. I couldn't believe this shit.
My wife and I live in Park City. Already, I don't care about your opinion, by the way. We attended the Andy Frasco today at Snow Basin. About 20 to 30 minutes into the show, the lead guy, Andy, I guess. Wow, you definitely went to school for math. Made a seriously offensive anti-Semitic remark. It was intended as a joke, but that's no excuse. We are Jewish. He's Jewish too, guys. We were made to feel uncomfortable, and we left. Frasco mentioned at the very beginning of the show, can you scroll back left? It's cut off on my screen. Show that they had done 180 performances over the past year. This kind of comment promotes a negative stereotype that is insulting, seriously harmful, and potentially dangerous.
Potentially. I'm Jewish. I'm talking. It's like...
God.
Fuck off.
It would be analogous to using the N-word. No, it wouldn't. In front of a mostly white crowd with a few black people. No, it's not actually. Unacceptable. You should not be talking about the N-word clearly. You live in Park City, Utah. I don't want to hear about your opinion on the N-word. You probably use it when no one's around, and now you're mad about this.
Oh, yeah.
On our way out, we asked to speak with the manager. Oh, my God.
Look at this Karen shit. Look at this Karen shit. But like the funny part about it is I did the horror at the show. And I said I was Jewish. This is my 20-year anniversary of my bar mitzvah.
Oh, yeah, that bet you do.
Yeah.
They sent an attachment, too.
They sent an attachment? What
Video?
they do?
This article here.
Oh, my God. I just, once
These fucking
Once
Karens.
a white person...
Myth. Jews are greedy. Are you kidding me? They sent this too? Anti-Semitic myth. Jews are...
well, if a screen cap says it, it must be true.
Listen, Karen, let me tell you something.
Jews are greedy. Everyone's greedy.
Let me tell you something, Karen. I am Jewish. It was a joke about myself.
So you need a different word for a Jewish Karen. What's a...
No, then that's being racist.
I'm just kidding. No, it's anti-Semitic.
This is what pisses me off about judging books by its cover.
I don't understand. Don't bring the N-word into it if you're white.
It's like,
you don't
fuck
get
off.
You don't get to use the N-word, and you also don't get to use the N-word in your defense. Well, you're making fun of the stereotype. Idiot.
Yes.
How can you be smart enough to afford a second home in Park City, Utah, but not smart enough to understand basic sarcasm?
I love that they did. I didn't even see the attachment that they did. They sent an attachment.
Myth. Jews are great. No shit, dude. It's called a joke. It's called a Jewish guy making a Jewish joke.
Is?
Would I make that joke? No, but I'm not Jewish.
But is this what our society is becoming? We can't even make fun of ourselves? What is comedy?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not
you can't make fun of anyone else. You can't make fun of yourself.
Yeah.
What? Are we just losing?
You don't even make it fun, but you don't even think that's true. You're making fun of the stereotype.
Yeah.
You're literally pointing the mirror back at look how stupid that is. I'm a poor idiot and I'm Jewish. You know what I mean?
I was saying I was broke.
Yeah, exactly.
I was a broke Jew.
Exactly. That's the whole point. It's that person, I hope they're watching this. You're dumb, okay?
Yeah.
I don't care. No one cares about your opinion. You have you need more problems in your life. You know what I'm saying?
To send an email and then ask the manager when I've been, I've been talking.
They literally said in the email that they contacted the manager.
Karen.
Usually you have to be caught on video contacting the manager. You don't tell people you contact the manager like a total fucking loser. Just leave if you don't like it.
What a loser.
Just leave. 998 people had a good time. 2 of you had a bad time.
10,000 people had a good time.
Or whatever. Oh, it was like that. Okay. It was
it was huge.
Okay. So even more, that even strengthens my point.
It just pisses me off that people are...
That email's so stupid.
That email pissed me off. This whole week was just
just leave.
People just pushing on me.
Just fucking leave if you don't like it. No one asked for your fucking input, dude. Just because you have a $3 million house in Utah doesn't mean your opinion has been asked for. You know what I'm saying? No one asked for it.
Yeah.
Ask for your money back even. Who gives a shit?
It was free.
Okay. Then get the fuck out of here, dude. You're not even charging them to be anti-Semitic? Well, then how greedy can he be, guys?
Not even charging.
If he's so greedy, why was the show free?
There you go. I'm going to clap to that too.
I just can't stand people who get offended for other people.
Is it over? Is free speech over?
No, it's not that bad. Don't be dramatic.
Oh, yeah, you're
It's 2 people out of 1,000 that sent you an email. You're not going to prison for it or some shit. You looked up like you were a philosopher and a fucking... I'm just immediately like, you're trying to be deep. I'm like, no, I think free speech is pretty strong, actually.
That's the reason
Look at the kind of shit you see on Twitter every day. Like, people say that you
But
can't
that's the
say
reason
things,
why
but-
I became a musician, to be honest.
And people are also like...
Because I saw the freedom. I saw the freedom of I could be myself and no one's going to judge me for being myself.
Yeah.
If it's working on...
Or they can judge you, but like it doesn't matter. Like
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But now they're like trying to take gigs away from me and like...
Yeah.
And try to...
You don't have to go. You weren't required to go to that. It wasn't a mandatory
they're telling
meeting.
me like never... He should never play in Utah. And like, go fuck yourself.
Oh, yeah. That's the anti-Semitic thing in Utah. You guys, maybe you should figure out some other things with religion there before you start fucking worried about the anti-Semitism.
All right, chill.
Well, I mean, it's run by a Mormon cult.
Not all Utahns are...
The government
Mormon.
is. I'm not talking about the people. Whenever you complain about an area, it's not the people, it's the government.
Am I really that like...
No, you're not.
Shocking?
Not really.
No.
You're no more shocking than Euphoria.
Yeah.
They got high school kids choking each other out.
And like doing heroin.
That's why I don't
And
get it. Like, you
people
can't
love
make
it.
anything these days. Really? Because the most popular show has 2 16-year-olds choking each other out and doing needle drugs. So maybe you just aren't making anything good. Right. You know what I'm saying? You can be pretty offensive. There's comedians selling out theaters saying whatever the fuck they want.
I just hate that some people
Maybe you're
judge-
just not funny.
I just don't like how people don't see the 3/4 of the show that I'm like promoting. I'm promoting, internal happiness and finding yourself. And they're worried about that one joke or like
About yourself, though. You can say whatever you want about yourself.
Yeah. And then like I got this call like in the morning. Oh yeah, like I could tell you don't believe anything you say about your Monday morning speeches.
Who cares?
I'm like, what if those Monday morning speeches were like giving me motivation to talk?
I thought
help?
they kind of were a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I thought that's why.
That's the point.
That's why I never watch
We're
any
no
of them.
different.
That's why I never watch any of them. I'm like, I know you're just
Come
talking to
on,
yourself.
Like,
you know what I mean?
I'm talking to myself and I'm trying to help people say like, hey, look, I have a problem too.
Also, you can just like block him if you don't like them. You're not required to watch the Monday morning. You know what I mean? What do you want him to say? Everybody go out and run out in the street and get hit by a car? Because what if you believe that at that moment in the morning? Like, fuck off.
Right.
Who gives a shit? If somebody handed me $20 and they didn't really want to, I'd still take the $20.
Because isn't that optimism? Isn't that like teaching your brain how to be optimistic through hard times? It's like,
I
okay,
guess.
maybe we're sad, but
Right.
it's a mind state.
Do you think everyone means everything they fucking say all day? I haven't said anything I've meant in like 5 years.
All right, chill.
I haven't. That's the
I
fun
do
of it.
though. I mean
No,
everything
know,
I say.
Well, yeah. There's that. But I'm just saying you don't have to either. Who gives a shit, dude? If you're being positive, who cares?
It's just bullshit, dude.
It's only dudes ever do that. I never see a chick do that almost ever.
Girls are the best.
About the best, but
I love girls.
they're better in that way for sure.
And there's like, why are people so fucking fake? Is this such bullshit? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, doubting gummies.
Enjoy Maddie O'Neill.
Are we gonna be able to record? Is this like? Can we even like post this? Shut the.
No, but I don't know. That guy sucks. You guys are all dumb. Get your life.
Doubting gummies. This is very exciting. Let's promote these.
Yeah, we can cut out that and we'll start it. Oh yeah, this is mine.
Guys,
Mine's better.
we are running for in the mayor of Indianapolis in
Yeah.
2000. Turn it around.
Oh, I like that side better. But okay. You can see this one better on the camera. They both
Doubting Gummies gave us our campaigns. Yes, we are campaigning through cannabis.
Yeah. Duh.
We are changing the way people promote themselves.
We are campaigning in a place where people can't vote for us with a product you can't get there. Because it's not legal yet.
It's not legal. But in Colorado, It is.
It is.
So grab yourself some dialed in gummies. We sold out of them in Steamboat Springs, which is awesome. They said they sold a lot of yours and a lot of mine.
Hell yeah.
They sold more
I didn't know
of mine, though.
I didn't know mine was in stores. I thought I gotta get on that a little bit.
So shout out to dialed in gummies. If you want the best gummies, get the Frasco gummies. Look at this.
Mine are cooler.
It's my face in cornfields.
Mine's me driving an Indy 500 car, spinning a basketball on my finger. And on the other side, it says, no more potholes. And if you're from Indianapolis, you understand why that is so apropos.
I know. So if you want to feel good and have fun with your...
Mine are cherry Lux and pineapple. What flavor
These
are
make
you?
all your bad feelings feel good.
What flavor are yours?
Mine is, I forgot.
I'm cherry and pineapple. So if you like a delicious tarty...
Mine's champagne mango and grape punch.
Ooh, they're both good.
They're both good. I got risky with mine because I was like, I want mango. I want grape because I want still the Laker colors. I do like them.
Yeah, but Laker colors aren't that far off of Pacers colors, actually.
So grab
We gotta
yourself
go
some
to a
dialed in
game there.
gummies. They're the best. Volume.com,
Yeah.
dialed in gummies. They let me be myself.
They do. They haven't told us to do one goddamn thing different.
Yeah, they just said just be yourself. And
Come here, eat this food. We're going to pour some of our stuff on it.
we got a new record. It's out. August 11th it came out. Le Optimist. This is the part about being optimistic. This is why I'm very proud of this record. Thank you, everyone who's been giving me all the love about this album. We worked our ass off on it. The campaign trail to get here. We did it all, and you guys are giving us all the love and saying how this record's so important to you guys. And I just want to say, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you guys so much for being there for me, listening to these songs, listening to me pour out my heart. You know, it was my first time being vulnerable in a sense that wasn't about my, following my dreams. It was about following love and my questions and my first time being in love. So thank you so much for letting me be honest and put that in.
You get to a certain age and you can't really write songs about following your dreams anymore. You know what I mean? No one wants to hear like imagine like a 55-year-old guy singing like he's 28 and the whole world's in front of him. Like, no, dude. Sun's going down, brother.
No, I don't believe that. If you're 55, you want to start a new gig, go fucking do it. Go
Yeah,
have
but don't
fun.
start a band. Do something else. We got enough musicians already.
Oh, what an opening.
We got enough people fucking
Why?
playing with other people's hearts.
Why do I care so much about what people think?
I don't know. I think
how to
answer
that's just
that.
the
I think it's
human
just some
nature.
people do and some people don't. Everybody does more than they say they do.
They do. Everyone cares.
For sure, everyone cares more than they say they
Right.
care.
Right.
Like, I care a little, but I definitely care less than you do. I like when people don't like me. It's
Well, it's
fun.
hard when
kinda
this
fun.
whole job is about
No, I get
what
it.
other people
Yeah.
care about.
I don't mind. Yeah, exactly. I'm just used to people not liking me that much. It's been a thing my whole life.
I like you.
I know, but like people don't like me right away sometimes.
Do you like me?
Yeah, you're cool.
Do you
Back
love
to me though.
Do you love me?
No.
What do we do? We're just going to keep following dreams because, you're important, And I hope this episode is inspiring to you as well. Because I'm not trying to be pessimistic about the music industry. I'm not trying to be pessimistic about... I just want... there's going to be times in your life where people don't agree with how you approach life and how you approach things. Don't let that stop you from being original and enthusiastic about life. Sometimes it wears me down when I get letters like that or people yelling at me for being myself. And, but you got to take a step back and realize their opinions don't fucking matter, people. You got to love yourself the way you are.
Everything doesn't need a freaking MBA or like a master's in theater level criticism right now.
Right.
Every single thing is getting criticized like it's Schindler's List. It's like some people are just trying to have a good time.
Right.
You know?
Right. So stay happy, stay optimistic. And we got Maddy O'Neil on the show.
Yeah, the actual interview part's way more loose and fun than this, so you guys will stick around. People like when we get mad, though.
I know. Well, it's
that
like
was
you're not
stupid.
going to always have good days.
That email sucked. That guy sucks. Go home.
I can't believe
Go
that
fuck
email.
your wife or something.
I mean,
How few problems do you have in your life? Can we trade lives?
You want to pitch Maddy O'Neil for
just
the
kidding.
what?
Maddy O'Neil is one of my dearest friends in Denver.
Hey, Chris, play some Maddy O'Neil for us.
She's been an upcoming producer for a while, and she's up and come, and she's kind of been blowing up over the last 2 years. She's one of the nicest people around. She's funny. She's talented.
and
She's got great hair.
She's finally getting her call. She's getting the flowers
I'm
she
saying,
deserves.
yeah, she's up and come, man.
Yeah, you're gonna love this interview with her. She's tells a story about Coachella, how she almost missed her set because Coachella was too big. That was awesome.
What was the other? Yeah, she tells a lot of good stories.
Yeah, she told about the temple, about how
she subbed for Bonobo last second.
Yeah,
she got up out of the bathtub to go play for like 1,500
she said she
people.
took an edible before.
Yeah.
So she was all high.
She's not like a pothead either, so it really fucked
she was
her
like
up.
just chilling. She was like ready to have like
She just rules. She's just a good person. I like
me
working
day.
with her, and I like just hanging out with her too. So
you're gonna love it. So guys, sorry. Sometimes you guys are my the only way I could get things out.
don't make jokes about yourself, Andy.
I'm not going to make jokes about myself anymore. I'm going to play it serious. I'm going to be a real serious.
Maybe just Google him for 10 seconds before you criticize him.
All right, guys, enjoy Maddy O'Neil and go to Secret Dreams. Go to Secret Dreams. It's this weekend,
They're
people.
like,
Legends Valley.
No, go. It actually
Like,
is
what an
dope.
episode! Wow, I
It's
can't believe
dope.
we
It's
sponsored this episode while you're bitching out everybody. Well, have a great day. Jesus fucking Christ! Wow, we got the queen herself, Maddy
Best friend in the
O'Neil.
whole world.
Hello.
Hi, Maddie.
Hi, everyone.
What's going
Thanks
on?
for having me.
Dude, this is great. And we get to see each other. We're not on tour.
I know, it's
Talking for like
great.
10 seconds.
It's great.
How's it going out there? You're blowing up. Mm-hmm. This is
Thanks.
crazy. I mean, not crazy like, wow, we're not expecting this, but isn't it crazy though? Like,
I feel everything feels really awesome right now. It feels like I've hit a stride. I've working harder than I've ever worked in my life.
I know.
And having some really cool opportunities. I'm playing in front of like new fans a lot, which
Yep.
I think helps, you know. I'm just,
And?
like, constantly.
and
The mayor.
you don't get to share the money. You don't have to share the money with anyone. Let's go.
That's what Andy likes. I could talk Andy into being a DJ.
We got that.
Just DJ your
I
own
saw that
song.
Louis bag. I saw you rolling with a Louis Vuitton bag. I'm like, my girl is making some skrill.
Well, I'm finally, you know,
I remember when Maddy used to be poor.
I was poor for a really long time.
Yeah, we were poor together.
I remember we used to smoke American Spirits in your Jeep.
Wait, really?
Remember, like,
Oh, I had
what'd you have? Like a SUV?
it was like a Ford Escape or something.
Yeah, Ford
that-
Escape.
The front was all busted.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that car.
Chloe.
We used to
passed it
just
on
sit in the
highway.
parking lot.
Chloe be crashing.
We used to sit in the parking lot and just smoke cigarettes and say, man, fuck the music industry. Now look at us. We're winning, baby.
Yeah.
We're winning.
So,
Chloe still crashing cars. No.
so crashing cars.
How's it feel to be successful? Can you enjoy it, or are you always thinking about the next step?
I mean, I'm super happy right now, and I think that's what being successful means.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, exactly.
like I'm not worrying about chasing my bank account
Right.
being empty. Finally,
Right.
You know,
Right.
I'm like
Can I get groceries?
reinvesting every dollar. Yeah. Every dollar that I make back into my project. So like I have the means to like continue to grow my project. So I think that's like the coolest part is like the ideas that I've had I can finally like make happen.
Right.
You know?
Do you think being in love helped you distract your other side of your brain to tell you that you're not worth it?
For sure.
Yeah. By the way, you're in love. Shout out.
You don't see Maddy at the.
Maddie's in love.
I gotta say, since Maddy's been in love, you don't see her at that second after party as often as you used to. You used to see her at the second after party,
Yeah.
maybe the third after
I
party.
would always get texts from Gerlach, never go to a third location.
Yeah, I used to give you advice like that, didn't I?
You did,
yeah.
yeah.
It was
But do
good.
you think it helped
But-
your confidence to get you out of that little depression bubble to say that you're not worthy of this?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, a lot of people know I came from a not so great relationship in my last music project, and
Right.
it took me a really, really long time to get over all of that like trauma of just like someone constantly telling you that like you're not good, you're not going to make it,
Right.
or,
Yeah.
you know.
Meanwhile, they're not good and they didn't make it.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh. I said it.
He said it. Not me.
Hot take.
It's not that hot of a take, actually. It's just a pretty observable fact.
Oh my God.
Well, don't hit people.
But yeah, that's so, right?
Yeah, being in like a comfortable, healthy awesome relationship with another musician that fully understands my life, my lifestyle, and like
Right.
what's important to me, and like lets me do exactly what I do, and
Right.
is not like intimidated by it. I think definitely was a huge factor
Yeah.
in like me focusing. You know,
It's so funny how like everyone starts getting successful and they stop thinking about non-success.
Did the dating a musician
that
sort
is
of
weird.
Isn't that weird?
help with the imposter syndrome a little bit? Like having a musician be like, "This is good." Does that help with that a little bit?
Yes,
know what I
and
mean?
no. He
Like-
doesn't really like all of my music.
But that's good too, though. Probably.
Yeah.
'Cause that
Has he
means-
ever said this shit's trash? To you?
Not in that way.
No, but that's
I can
healthy.
tell that he doesn't like
That's
stuff.
but that's better though, because then when he says he likes something, it means he actually likes it.
Right,
He's not-
right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
And like I know him, and
Yeah.
you know,
he likes certain stuff.
snooty jazz musicians.
Yeah.
all have a certain way of thinking
Yeah.
and approaching music differently.
He's not that
not
snooty.
calling him snooty,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying like
Right.
that whole
That vibe.
the coming from that world.
yeah,
of, like,
exactly.
getting brought up learning jazz.
Yeah.
You know, everyone just has a certain mentality. But I think he's actually really intrigued by my process and like
Right.
how different it is from his. He's just like, how,
He needs
you
6
don't
other
know,
guys. Yeah.
you can't play this on a piano, but you just made that. Like what?
Yeah, right.
What the hell? How did you do that?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Explain your process to us. Like, why is yours different than his?
Well, it's like it's so much more like technical
Yeah.
than his approach to music, for sure, because I'm working in a computer.
Right.
And figuring out the right
And you're doing
sound.
mixing.
and-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like mixing. I'm doing sound design stuff. Like that's really what I've dove into the past like couple years, is like really focusing on like learning synths and sound designs, and like because that's the way that like the bass world is gone, is like really producers flexing on their sound design.
Ooh,
like,
really?
To each other.
It is.
Yeah,
That's
It's
like the beef?
Well, it's just like it's like.
It's like rappers with
Yeah,
their,
it's
you know
like
what I
that's
mean?
like the
Flow.
thing is people like listen to your tones and like your
Yeah.
sound design and like, you know.
How hard is
a
it
flex.
to like, how hard is it to flex outside of the computer and onto the live setting? Like you feel like it's a good mix on the computer. Then you hear it
Yeah.
at a festival. You're like, ah, fuck, I wish I changed that deal. Are you always fine tuning your sound design?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've definitely like worked with some other people to like learn, you know, the really nerdy technical shit.
I want
about,
to hear.
like-
I don't know nothing
like,
about this shit.
it's
Tell me
like-
about it.
was like
He just got a
the
computer.
whole like
6 months
sound
ago.
system.
He booked his whole tour on an iPhone.
Voice memos.
Can I play in Charlotte on Thursday? Can I get second hold?
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
So tell me about sound design. I don't know nothing
Well,
about
a lot of like the kind of like the dub bass culture right now is like the sound system culture. You know,
Yeah.
like it's like depends on what speakers you play on, and like certain speakers are best for like certain frequencies, and it's all about like the low end.
Like you've heard of Function Ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like people
Okay.
are like obsessed with certain sound systems in the electronic world because the sound design that they make is like tuned for a certain system.
Like your band would sound terrible on
That-
Function Ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any band does. But
Yeah.
like electronic music sounds like amazing on it.
yeah.
It's kind of weird, actually.
So,
Yeah,
are
so it's
you
like-
studying the advances at each show of what these speakers have? Are you bringing your own sound
No.
system?
No, fuck that. I would be cool.
I respect the honesty.
Can somebody help me bring in my... Somebody help me bring in my subs?
Nobody's got time for that.
So how do they know then, moving forward on making new mixes, if every speaker system's different in each club? Like how do you
I mean,
execute
I guess
a set?
you can mix, have the front of house mixed for certain systems, but that's like obvious for any room. But yeah, I mean, people just, I think in the bass world, there's like a sector of people that are very in tune with like that.
Yeah. Even
know
the
what I mean?
fans know it, though. That's what's
Exactly,
weird.
yeah.
I think it's the only style of music where like the fans sort of know the craft.
For sure.
There's like producers making a living just doing tutorials of how
Yeah.
they make shit,
For
making
sure.
hundreds of
People
thousands
just,
of
like,
dollars a year.
love to like
Anthony
see
Thogmartin from
it.
Papadosio makes like
wow.
half his living doing that seed to stage thing where he just like does tutorials on Ableton because there's so many hobbyists too.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's accessible.
Yeah.
You don't have to
Well,
like,
it's like technology and like plugins and
Yeah.
like all of the, you know,
Just EQing.
yeah, like all the mixing, mastering, like just like the techniques and a lot of the plugins have come
Right.
super far. Like
Right.
the digital synths and everything that I'm using, it's just like
Also-
kind of mind blowing.
You're being a little humble. The reason you don't have to worry about sound systems is because you're blowing up, and all the gigs you play have $1 million sound systems waiting for you when you get there.
Let's go. That's the real question. That's our girl.
She's too humble,
That's
guys.
our fucking girl.
She's a humble.
Hey, I'm not always playing
I don't know.
gigantic systems. I'm planning a fall tour this fall, and it's going to be like going
Clubs.
back to the small clubs and
So you're doing a headline
it for the
tour?
first time
Hell yeah.
on my own. So
You're doing a headline tour?
yeah,
Is this
Nice.
like the first big one?
yeah,
Are you nervous?
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's awesome, right?
Yeah,
You
I'm
already
definitely
announced it, right?
like it's not finalized yet. I
Okay.
think when it's finalized, then I'll be nervous. I'll be like, okay, now we got to sell these tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is really exciting because I've done like certain markets, just kind of like weekend pop-ins, and then I did like a co-headline tour in 2021.
Oh, yeah?
But that was still weird because
Who's that
it was with Marble Years.
Oh, yeah.
That was still weird because it was like everyone was like still wearing masks,
Right.
kind of like
Yeah.
you can't really gauge.
Right. How many hard tickets
We
you
toured.
can
That
Yeah,
was like when
everyone
we
was
were
like
touring,
scared to
yeah,
go
yeah.
out.
Yeah,
Still,
yeah.
So it was just kind of.
We co-headlined a tour in 2021 too.
Yeah. The Gerlach Frasco tour. Yeah,
Yeah.
Co-headline.
I got a question about the EDM world. Is it okay to say EDM?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get offended anymore.
You're playing
There's
EDM.
not a lot of-
That's where I'm at.
Especially when you're DJing. That's
Yeah.
EDM. Yeah.
But you're also doing this. I love you doing this like house set too.
Yeah,
Which is tight.
I call it Madhouse.
I love it. And you're double dipping, making that money, baby. Let's go.
That's how you get them Louis Vuitton bags.
queen. Make that money.
That's how you get them Louis Vuitton bags, man.
That's how you get that Louis, man. You gotta
Gucci
go.
belt.
Yo, Secret Dreams Fest. We're doing 2 cents this weekend,
Yeah,
baby.
Drake.
You know what I'm saying?
She's
I actually
Drake.
told Phil that idea a while ago, and he was like, "I don't think that's gonna happen. Like, why would they book you when they can use somebody else's name
Yeah.
Because
in that slot?" I'm like, "Well, I'm already there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
second set, you don't have to pay me the same amount as
Right.
my first
Yeah,
set."
see, she's smart. I love it. I love it. You know, second say, get a little for a little off. A
But
little
it's-
price
it's-
on.
Yeah.
It's also just been super refreshing because it's like full DJ sets. And I'm
In-house
like,
music does rule, and it's fun to play.
Yeah, it's really. I've like fell in love with house music, and the producer world was always like producers using Ableton was also like separate from like the DJs,
Right.
right.
You know, and so I feel like by playing DJ sets now, I feel like I'm like part of that.
They
club,
respect you finally.
too. Yeah,
They're weird about that. The
Yeah.
real the DJs.
Yeah,
They don't always like the Ableton people.
but like I never wanted to be able to have to turn down an opportunity, being like,
right.
I don't know how to play on those things.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's the
Exactly.
standard in the
Yeah.
DJ world.
Like,
Are
sorry,
you
you have
practicing
to.
on all these different rigs just so you're good at all of
Yeah.
them, just in case? Because you
Yep.
got probably have a lot of backline that's like maybe not exactly your rig.
Right.
Yeah. So I invested in CDJs over the pandemic and taught myself those.
Okay,
To be
for someone who
prepared.
doesn't know what's a CDJ?
It's like turntables, but like the digital version.
Oh, cool.
And they're
So
like
it's
the
like-
best ones, and
So
everybody
it's like
uses them.
if you show up to a club, any club, like that's
Put that
what's-
mic closer to your mouth. You got it.
That's what's
Yeah.
at the hello.
I want to hear that milky.
You want to hear the rasp?
I want to hear
Yeah.
them. It's less raspy now that you don't smoke
I
cigarettes.
know it
I know.
is.
You
I
should
remember
start
those
smoking
couple years
again.
like, hello, Andy, how you doing? I'm like, yeah, Maddie. My name's Maddie. I'm opening,
It's definitely gotten a lot better now that I'm not waking up in the morning.
tonight.
Arby's
You
in
should
the
start
club.
I got Arby's for everybody in the club.
She loves Arby's.
You love Arby's?
I
No.
hate Arby's.
It's a joke because one time it was a Menard gig, right?
Yeah.
And you like brought bird call for him or something. You had some bird
someone
call.
wanted bird call.
And I was like 40 feet away in the Cervantes green room. I was just yelling, Maddie's got Arby's in the club. Maddie brought Arby's in the club. Now I just say it every time she does anything.
So go back
It's
to
his
the
favorite joke.
CDJs,
My
right?
only show.
CDJs?
CDJs, yeah.
So go back to them. So that's like the industry standard for DJs.
Yes.
Yes.
And like my normal sets, I use a laptop and like 2 MIDI controllers. So I have to like bring that everywhere and then plug into like the mixer. If I'm playing with DJs, they usually go like seamless with each other because
Yeah.
they're all using the same equipment.
Right.
But I have to be like,
USB
oh,
in.
excuse me, like, here comes my laptop.
Can you guys scoot your thing over?
Yeah.
Where do I plug in my interface?
What's your take on like 3 DJs on one set? Is it obnoxious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Back
a
to
little
back can be
obnoxious.
cool, though.
It is fun to do back-to-back sets. I've only done really a couple. One was with Jason Huber. But like that's like 2 people.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, so we're like actually both doing stuff most of the time.
Yeah, and you're like selecting songs.
But
at
yeah,
least.
when there's like 100 people on stage, just like
Get the fuck out of
hyping each
here.
other
Dude,
up,
can you
it's-
should do a thing at your
it's
show
a
where like
lot.
guys stand at the back of the stage holding their phones up like DJs. Just hire like 20 people off Craigslist and show people how dumb it looks when they do it. Anytime it's not a DJ. I don't understand that vibe.
Yeah,
Why is that? What's the culture of everyone just hanging out by the DJ? They just want to look cool.
I
or-
mean, I think it's like the house music world. It's always a party on stage.
Right.
Like that's just like how it is.
Right.
But then it definitely carried into the bass world where they're
Yeah.
like, well, let's all just party with each other on stage, and it's like,
It's different though, right?
Yeah,
It comes off way different.
yeah, it comes off as like.
they're on their phone texting and drinking.
they're all trying to look
and,
like-
they're trying to look cool. And
Right.
like,
It's a little cloudy.
yeah.
Right. It's social media and,
You know?
and like it's like live social media.
It feels like some hoe shit.
You know what I
For
mean?
it- yeah,
is
live
shit.
social
It's
media.
literally
It feels like some hoe shit.
It's like analog Instagram. Is what it is. It's just like guys. Just but when the house people do it, it's like different. It's like it's more of a party. It's like more like
because like that's
we're
part
all
of
in
like
this
the
together.
culture.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like of like the house and techno
Yeah,
world. It's
yeah.
like it's always like a
Bass is
party
like,
on stage.
Ugh, my hoodie on. I know Derek. I met Derek once.
You know what I mean?
I was his roommate in 07.
Yeah, exactly. You know Michael.
But yeah, you shouldn't have been on this podcast, Maddie. We're on fire right now.
I'm doing
No,
it
we'll
all.
talk the shit. You could just you keep your awesomeness.
Yeah, you guys are the
awesome.
shit talkers.
So you're doing this stuff. You have these 2 sets. The house one's fun for you, right? Are you gonna put out like a house record? I think it'd be awesome.
I think I'm going to at one point.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's just like such a cool outlet because I'm playing most of my own music all the time
Right.
when I do my regular sets. But like this, I can literally just show up with a USB in any environment and just
fun.
be ready to go. And it's like way more on the fly because I'm just like have playlists and I'm like choosing stuff, reading the room.
And you know they're gonna like every song, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, you're like way less self conscious about your own or other people's music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
not like if they don't like it, it's like whatever. I didn't write it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I'm super proud of myself that I've gotten to this point where I don't know if you guys saw the other night, but Bonobo was supposed to play the like a psychedelic research conference. And his flight like emergency landed and he was like headlining Temple and they called me to fill in for him. I was
the
literally
first fucking call now,
I was
bud.
in the bathtub. I had already eaten melatonin.
Oh no.
I was like ready to go to sleep. Like I was like, it was my day off. I was like, okay,
You had
I'm
your
like
little hat
chilling
with the
hard.
ball on the end of it on and the pajamas.
And I said no. I was like, nope. I'm in the bathtub. Like, first of all, that's intimidating to fill in for Bonobo.
right.
Who's Bonobo?
He's like
Top of the shit.
legendary.
He's also like amazing producer too.
Yes.
He just does it all.
yeah.
He can do a
He's
live
like,
band.
I almost went to see him that night because I'm a
Yeah.
big fan.
But they're calling you for the first call for a
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah,
You
well,
are that person,
Yeah.
Maddie.
And I literally drained the bathtub. I was there in 30 minutes from bathtub to stage.
See, that's when my queen.
and Phil didn't get any,
Was it a
any of the
packed
cut
house
because she took
already?
the phone call.
Was it a pack house already?
It was a sold out show.
So you
I
roll
literally
in there.
walked in, went on stage. I told them they had to let the crowd down and tell them that Bonobo wasn't coming.
Yeah.
Because like you're gonna have to pay me more to do that.
Yeah.
It's not your job.
Yeah, exactly. You're not saying,
Like,
yo,
you
I know
tell
you want
them-
Bonobo.
I can't see you letting people down like that either. You would hate that.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
do both.
So did you like crush it right away? Did you go into like Eye in the Tiger mode? Just,
Oh
like,
my God, dude.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I said no at first, and then they told me
How much money you're gonna get?
how much
Yeah.
money I was gonna get, and I drained the bathtub.
Wait, what? How much?
I was like tequila,
Ryan, stop! You're driving me downtown.
but I've never played a set on melatonin, so that was interesting.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you that. Like, was it like were you fighting with your head to like, you know, because eventually adrenaline's going to win and you're going to
Yes.
get out of the melatonin. But that first 3 songs,
Yeah.
you see fucking sold out Temple. You're
Yeah.
like, fuck.
Yeah.
I'd be
Well,
intimidated
so
too.
Frost, my tour manager, was actually working with Bonobo, so that's part of why I got the call.
Oh.
But he came and picked
Shout
me
out to
up.
Frost.
He came and picked me up and like did the whole like,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah, he's
Like,
good like that.
got me tequila shots. and just got me pumped. Like I have a video of myself just recording myself on the way to the venue, like wanting to remember that moment, being like, holy shit, this is really happening.
Have you ever played Temple?
I did for like a weed party a while ago.
But not like a sold out show.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was like one of the craziest nights of my life. Just like how fast that happened. I was just like, wow.
So you did the set. Tell me about your brain right when you got off stage.
I was just like totally kind of in shit. It didn't feel real that happened, I think. Partly because I was, a little loopy because of the...
Right.
And you're drinking, and you're just like
like
kind of tired, and you're drinking tequila. Like, fuck, I'm in this fucking whirlwind, brother.
Totally.
It was like an hour set. Mm-hmm. That's so funny because like from the time you got the call to the time you were done, it's like only like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Like you could have watched
It happened
the movie.
so fast that
That's
I was
what's
like...
weird about it, yeah.
You guys are all coming to my house, and you're going to hang out because... I'm not ready to... I gotta like process what just happened.
So you had people over to like get the come
I
down.
had a couple people over. Just
I would
to,
hate
like,
to be by myself
hang
right
out.
after like.
Yeah, like now do
What
I go
the
back
fuck
to
happened?
the bathtub?
Yeah, yeah. Do I take another melatonin? Now I drank.
Yeah.
Is that like illegal to do?
Yeah.
That's always the weirdest feeling. Like when you play like a local show that's really big. Like if I play like one of those Red Rock gigs, and I just like driving home afterwards. You're just like, what? There's
Like in silence.
You're just like because I'm just going home. I'm not going to an after party. It's just like 10,000 people to just like a podcast.
That is like one of the weirdest parts about
Being in Denver.
No, just like being a musician. I guess
Yeah.
you're in a band, so you
Right.
have people to hang out with. But like for a long time, I was traveling by myself.
Is it lonely?
And I
It's
would
kind of
just,
like a
like-
stand up.
Yeah, I would just like go home to the hotel, and it would just the silence is like really loud.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh.
Yeah,
That's probably why I went this after party.
and
forever.
like yeah, exactly. And you have a boyfriend now, so like feel
Yeah.
like there's like. You don't have to like go out
Right.
and like get fucked up with friends to socialize. You
Yeah.
could just like talk to your boyfriend on.
Yeah.
This is exciting. Oh my God. Wow, you're like a mature woman. This is crazy. You talk about impromptu shows. I mean, what about that fucking free Grizz show I saw you do?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What was that? Was that a
That
last
was-
minute call too, or
Yep.
what? What was that,
That was
like?
like
Grisby doing
That was huge.
I
dude.
was on tour in the mountains. Again, it was Frost was with me. He's been
He also
he
works
calls
for
it
Grizz.
full court press. He's getting me all these like
Yeah. That's great. Your
random
tour manager's getting you gigs,
opportunities.
too.
Yeah.
Damn.
Full court press. We're going for it. We're pushing you
He works for
over.
Grizz too. He's like one of Grizz's assistant tour managers. Or something,
Well,
right? Yeah.
he hit me up and was like, "So I think we might be doing a free show for the people tomorrow." And I like had a show in Fort Collins that night, and I was like, "Well, I don't have any time to prepare for that. Like, no, I can't do it." But he threw my name in the hat anyway, and I was just like signed up for it. So like sound checked in Fort Collins, was like throwing songs in a playlist between the sound check and
Oh man, was
the
it a
show.
DJ gig then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you always changing it up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that important in that world? Do they care if you change it
Yeah,
up?
for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm sorry, I'm so dumb. I know.
No.
I literally know
I like
nothing
it. No, but I
about it.
like when you interview EDM people.
Yeah, no, it's
more than
you're,
singer songwriters.
genuinely
Kind of.
curious.
It's more.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wouldn't
Yeah.
expect you to.
I'm just. I just love you,
different.
Maddy. You're fucking badass. Okay, so you got the call.
Yeah.
You got the call
Back to
from
the story.
Papa Grant.
Yeah, I did.
Were you guys homies?
Who's younger than
Yeah,
you?
we've been homies. We just haven't like I haven't done like really any shows with him. But yeah, I had no idea what that situation was going to be like. Usually their free shows for the people are like 400 people.
Yeah.
This is like 5,000.
You know, in like a pop-up venue somewhere.
Right.
And I literally show up that day and the 6,000 kids are already in the
Lined up,
in the
yeah,
parking lot. And I'm like, what is going on? Like
Did you like what was going through your head there? You're like, fuck.
yeah, I was super nervous because that was the first time I've actually like totally winged a DJ set.
Right.
Like with like zero preparation.
Yeah. Did you like it?
It was really fun. And like it was so rewarding because I know that I've gotten my skill levels to the point where I can just show up and
You're not nervous.
Just
about
fucking
that.
kill it.
just do it, you know? So that's why that was the first situation that was like that. And that's why I was confident going
Yeah.
into the bonobo. I was like, you know.
Oh, because you already did the Grizz one before the
Yeah,
bonobo
for
thing.
sure. So that was kind of like the second time I was like, all right, got the call.
They're both
Let's
huge.
go.
So, oh my God.
Different music, but
You're
they're both-
getting into the Illuminati. This is it. You're in the DJ Illuminati. I think so.
is this
We won't
the-
talk
the
more about it.
christening?
We don't want you to.
Nah.
They landed Bonobo in New Mexico on purpose.
The
me.
Denver Illuminati was like, nah, let's keep
Call it
Bonobo.
in.
Let's keep Bonobo in New Mexico. Call it in. Call it in. Oh shit. Okay, so
Yeah,
what happened when you got off
been a
that
crazy
stage?
couple months.
You watch Grizz?
Yeah, Grant played. Grant played. We hung out, and then we went back to his house for a little bit and kicked it. But
What did he say? Was that the first time you seen your set?
It was the first time he'd ever seen me play a DJ set.
What did he say?
He said it was awesome.
That's so
And,
cool.
like, it was like the first time I've really felt like he gave me like that nod
Bump. Yeah.
in like because I've known him for a really long time.
Right.
The first time he saw me play, I was like terrible.
Yeah.
He actually like sat me down and was like, "Yo, those transitions were like."
He said that?
He'll do that to people. I know a producer that he took aside and was
That's
like,
my
you need to-
guy.
Yeah.
You need to do parallel compression on your drums.
Yeah,
Like shit like
he
that.
will
Yeah, yeah.
straight up
What's that
like
mean?
tell you
What's
some
that
real
mean?
shit.
Parallel compression.
It's like when you run all your drums to a bus.
Oh,
basically,
okay.
And you have that compressed, so it like kind of makes them stronger without louder, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they don't clip, but they're really cut
That's a
better.
good.
Pretty good for a sax player.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so he'll like pull producers aside and be like, yeah, your drums aren't knocking. I know specifically a guy who did that too.
Yeah.
And
Like
drums
this was
still aren't
like
knocking,
this
but-
was like at least like 7 years ago. Like right when I started my solo
Right.
project. He played I
honest.
played a show in Vail. And I was still kind of figuring out like what I wanted the Maddy project to look like. And he definitely pulled me aside in the green room afterwards and was like, "Your music is amazing, but those transitions were trash."
Yeah. He makes it like a loving way. He's like honest, but it's not like mean. It's just like
No, yeah, it wasn't mean. I honestly appreciated it. He was like, "Bust open your laptop, like, let me see like what you're doing."
And it's like coming
gave me
from
some
him.
tips.
just the fact that he would even take the time to do that. Is
Yeah.
cool, you don't want to hear that from some loser, but
Yeah.
from him, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's seen how far I've come too, which is it's cool to like have those people in your life where you're like, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Now I
Got any haters?
you got to have haters.
You got to have some haters.
yeah, I mean there's definitely just like random people online that are just like
Do you still have that one stalker?
like, is that even plugged in? Like, what are you even doing, you stupid girl?
Oh, shut the fuck up, okay? Is it plugged in? Yeah, go cook them.
Have fun at widespread panic, loser.
Hey, don't say that.
No, just the fans, not panic themselves. I've just noticed there's a lot of correlation in a couple online groups of panic fans not liking
DJs.
Yeah, it's that scene
Interesting.
in particular.
What about
Because they're 50.
what about is there something in the DJ world or saying a DJ world disrespectful? Should I say
No.
producer world or EDM world or what should I say? It's
it depends
the most.
on what you're talking about.
Okay, so
but,
like
yeah.
in your world, do fans just pick one DJ and they say fuck everyone else?
No.
No?
They definitely like gravitate towards like it's kind of like clicky. There's like
Yeah.
clicks
Yeah.
of like
I see that with
certain
like Bass
sounds
Nectar
and
fans
stuff.
rappers
and
kind of.
Pretty Lights
Yeah.
fans.
They have their crew, like they'll have the one like Wakan or whatever. It's like they all
Yeah.
like Liquid Stranger,
Yeah,
but if you're
exactly.
also on Wakan,
Then
they
you
know all
like
the guys
everyone on Wakan.
They got their Wakan pashmina and their hoodie, and they're like in it to win it. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Hold on, what's the pashmina?
sure.
It's
Those-
like the hippie.
It's like the
scarf
scarves.
thing.
you see a lot of dudes wearing those. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys don't
they
look-
put it over their head and shit.
Yeah.
They think they look so cool, but they don't. They look like they gaslight women at Whole Foods.
Jesus Christ. You didn't say shit, man. Don't worry.
I am
Right here, people.
Switzerland right now.
Right here. Tweet me.
At Nicholas Gerlach Colt.
No, just Nicholas Gerlach.
No, you changed it?
Yeah, just
Cool.
Twitter. Yeah.
Some pashminas are cool.
No, I know. I'm just kidding. Hey, it's a fucking fun podcast.
It's a fun podcast. We're having fun.
What happened to your stalker?
She's successful.
We can cut this out if you don't want to talk about him.
Oh,
You
She
had a
had
stalker?
A bad one. He
I
was
had a
like
really
talking to
bad
me. He was coming up to
stalker.
me at shows and
I
being
was like actually pretty scared.
Can we talk about this?
Yeah.
What happened?
we won't say his name or anything.
This kid was like, he lived in Denver for a while. He was like waiting for me outside of like shows that he thought I would be going to and like following my friends around at a certain point.
And like,
He like showed up at the mall one time while I
Yeah.
was like shopping, like popped out of a corner.
because you probably posted you were there or some shit.
No, I have no idea how
That's
he knew I
even-
was there.
He would come up to me because I used to play in her live band when she did live band. I would play with you sometimes,
Yeah.
and he'd be like, "Hey, Nick, have you seen Maddy?" He was really quiet, which is weirder
He's
out
like,
of a stalker.
had some.
So what? How'd you
screws
get him to
loose.
shoo away?
Carefully. It was careful at first.
I tried to get a restraining order. Actually,
It was that bad?
Yeah, I was just like scared.
He was sending you letters? What was he doing?
He was like just harassing me online, harassing everyone in my life. Like would post things about me online that were like totally not true.
Like he just obviously didn't have it all together outside of this. Too.
Yeah, he was like had screws loose.
Yeah. Like
so it was like this guy could do some really weird shit.
Like on some level, you feel bad for him too because there's definitely like it's not all his fault. Yeah. He doesn't live around here anymore.
No, he like moved to
somewhere else. Let's not say where. Yeah,
somewhere else.
Yeah.
But he actually just reemerged on like Twitter the other day and was like,
guy.
After this,
follow my OnlyFans.
Okay, I'm definitely following that. How much is it?
I don't know.
what is he just?
Is that a write-off?
Just naked listening to bass music
Dude,
or what?
I don't know, but
He was super weird.
he freaked everybody
What
out.
was the craziest thing where you finally said this? I need a restraining order.
Well, he like put up a post talking about how someone that I worked with like raped me or something.
What?
Like, online, yeah. And I was like, what the fuck is this kid doing? Like,
Yeah.
this is so insane. Like, not that anybody folled him or believed what he said.
but like not
But I
one
was just
person
like-
took him seriously.
Yeah, I was just like,
But still fucking
and
weird.
then he was like, he had my phone number somehow and was like leaving me really random.
yes.
I have like voicemails probably on my phone.
You should put it like as producer tag.
We can play it at the end of the podcast.
It's like you can put it like
I saw you
backwards on the track. So like, you know how they have secret tracks? It's just this, you're just doing like some fucking.
I saw you looking at Liz Claiborne blouses at JCPenney, Maddy. I was watching you.
But the shit that he would say was like, it didn't even make sense. That's why it was scary. It was like, why did you have to sell me those solar panels?
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck are you talking
That's
about?
almost scarier than I want to beat you up. I don't know.
Right.
It's like,
because
this
I'm
is,
like, what is going on in
this
your
guy
brain?
has no clue where, yeah, exactly. That's scarier to me than like, I want to kill you.
Yeah, it
That's
was
almost
like-
like, all right, at
just
least I
like-
know where you're at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure. At least I know.
I don't want you around, but I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
And you're speaking in coherent sentences.
Yeah. So
Wow.
that was.
Yeah.
yeah,
What
that's
about like
stuff.
dudes like
He was
who-
pretty short though. You could have kicked his ass, I think, if he would have ever actually like tried to attack you.
Yeah, I could probably kick his ass.
What about like dudes like loving you and like getting
yeah,
in
you
your
have that?
DMs? Do you have dudes sliding into your DMs not knowing that you're
Can we
in
read
love?
Yeah,
Can I read
here
some
and
of them right
there.
now on the-
Not
Open
like,
up your.
Why don't you
I want
crack
to see
it
who gets
open?
more random DMs from the opposite sex asking them.
Yeah,
it's
what
Maddy.
about- what
Maddie's
about
hot.
you?
Yeah, you're downplaying yourself. You girls love
I
you.
get a lot of. They're in my
Yeah.
DMs.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I'm
like,
sure.
it's more.
I'm definitely third, I think, out of this.
but like,
I
it's,
just ignore them.
yeah, you ignore them.
You know, like
No, yeah, don't even leave them on red. Leave it up. Leave
Yeah.
that on delivered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
especially if they're like extra creepy. I'm just like, okay,
What's the creepiest
just
thing?
gonna go ahead and pretend like you didn't
Right.
say that.
Right.
Do you ever get
Oh, were they that? They get creepy like that?
I mean,
sexually? They say like you're so this.
there's
or
been a
that.
couple people that were like,
comment on your body.
"Can
and
I
stuff?
send you a dick pic or something?" And I was like, "No."
But at least they ask first.
yeah,
Some people
exactly.
just do it.
But still, I'm like, what gives you that vibe that I want that?
Do you ever get unsolicited? You don't ever get unsolicited nudes or anything?
No,
Me neither. Damn it.
I think I put off a certain air of like,
Yeah. Broneal. Maddie Broneal.
you know, like
But still, like,
I don't know.
For dudes, this is what I don't
I
understand.
mean, men are
dudes.
fucking insane.
Unsolicited dick pic.
Yeah.
You have to worry about an unsolicited dick pic
Yeah.
just to play fucking music.
yeah.
By the way,
or
if you
do
think about doing
anything.
that, it is a crime.
Yeah, we know, Nick.
Well,
We're
I'm just
just
saying. I'm talking about to the people listening. Because I don't understand people do that.
Puts
Like,
on
it's-
his officer hat.
there's so many men that do that. It's like, that is a crime.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I think that
Evidence.
a lot more of like the female DJs that put themselves out there in a more sexual
Right.
way
Right.
get a lot more of that than I do.
Yeah.
And that's like kind of part of why I don't do that too. Is like I don't want it to be like a super sexually inviting people to like think of me in that way. I want
Right.
people to be
Yeah.
respected for my craft.
Maddie Broneal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much sums it up.
Yeah.
But then you're just saying that for people to respect your craft, you have to be a male.
No, I'm just saying she's a
That's
chill
true.
vibe. She's
And
one-
that's also something that I've dealt with over the years too, is like I shouldn't have to like
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
I can be sexy if I want to.
Exactly.
That shouldn't mean that, you know,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm any less respected.
No.
I just know how people's brains work, and I like.
And that's what I'm
you know.
talking. That was the first question I brought up with the whole this like male industry of like, are they giving you the time of day if you weren't being like, "What's up, brother? How you doing? You know, like what's going on? Like, can you be? Hey there, yeah, you want to arm wrestle right now, brother?
I'd kick your ass if I wanted to.
It's like that's what I was trying to get at with that.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
like you're right. Like, why not be fucking sexy and why not be beautiful? Because fucking women are fucking beautiful.
Right.
Why can't they flaunt like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that where I'm at in my career now, like in the beginning, it was I felt like I had to prove myself to a certain point where I felt more free to, you know, do whatever I wanted and like not have to worry about people
Right.
thinking me, you know, my reputation can precede me
Yeah.
kind of vibe. And I think that's where I'm at now, which is like, it's cool to know that I've been at this for like 12 years and feel like I have a pretty good reputation.
Yeah. You were telling me this story, and I was cracking the fuck up about Coachella. How you were like, it was kind of like your Spinal Tap moment where you couldn't get to the fucking stage or
my
something.
God.
Nick, you got to hear this. Tell this story, man, because this is like fucking Coachella.
Yeah.
Probably one of the biggest gigs of your life, right?
Yeah.
Like just like status wise, you know. So tell us the story.
I played in Boulder the night before. It was like 4:20. So I had to fly in the day of, and I think my set was at like 5 o'clock or something.
Scary, by the way. That's scary.
Yeah, it's scary. Like the biggest, like it's Coachella.
Yeah.
So I had a super early flight. We flew into Santa Ana and had to drive like 4 hours down to
God.
Indio. There was like so much fucking traffic on the way down there. Like we were already way behind. Literally didn't realize how crazy Coachella is to even like get inside the festival. Like there was it's just like red, like all the way around. Like
Really?
buses trying to get in.
Oh,
like
wow.
you have to go get your credentials in one parking lot, and then you got to get back in the car and go over to the other place. Take like 3 golf carts just to like get to my stage. So anyway, I was freaking out the whole time because like the minutes were just like going by. I was like, I might miss this set.
Oh,
right
God.
now. Like I was like yelling at Frost. I was like, do I just get out and walk? Like what the fuck do I do right now?
God, that'd be so frustrating.
But yeah, I showed up like maybe less than 10 minutes before I was supposed to go on stage.
Wow.
Like sweating my ass
Thank
off.
God you're a
Just,
DJ.
like, I was wearing like leather shorts. just
USB,
like,
bitch. Here we
my
go.
God. Yeah. Well, no, that was a Maddy set.
Oh, it was a real
yeah,
set.
So
Okay,
I had to
yeah,
set up my drum pads and shit. But yeah, Frost makes fun of me because he's like,
How was that
was the
show?
most diva I've ever seen you. You were like, where's my helicopter?
Next time I do this, Frost, I'm gonna need a heli to the private, and I'm not playing fucking Boulder for the 27th fucking time before Coachella.
Yeah, no
Okay,
shit.
thank you.
Did you get booked kind of last second, or was it?
It was like less
okay.
than a month away.
Okay, so you already had the
Yeah.
Boulder gig. Yeah,
'Cause
okay,
the-
okay.
The stage that I played at Coachella is called the Do Lab stage.
Yeah.
And they're kind of separate from the main lineup. They like drop their own lineup
I
way
get it.
later, and it's a lot of surprise guests
Right.
from people that are actually on.
It's mostly electronic, right? On that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like the underground
Yeah.
electronic
The cool people.
stage. Yeah. This is the stage.
Have you
that I
played
would wanna
Coachella?
See.
No,
No.
I haven't.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is
It's
crazy.
like way cooler than I thought it was. I feel like the internet shows
Makes it feel like it's-
makes it to be like influencers everywhere.
Is it out in the middle? It's like out in the middle of nowhere, right?
It's like near Palm Springs.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
It's like Indio.
So it's not super hot there.
Oh God, it's so
it super
hot.
hot?
It's pretty
Okay.
fucking
110.
hot. Yeah.
It's a desert. You're in
Yeah,
the
it's
desert.
desert.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, I grew up in LA, so that was like the.
Oh, yeah.
That was the proper. That's like
was
that's the mecca of festivals.
Right. His summer camp.
I always forget that you
summer
grew
camp.
up in LA.
Yeah.
One of the rare people that actually grew
And
up
like the
there.
locals of LA are cool.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the transplants that sometimes move out there
Yeah.
that do the social media shit and
Denver has that on
They're
a
like,
smaller
this is what
scale.
we're supposed to do in LA, right?
Yeah.
right, exactly.
I thought it was supposed to be a massive piece of shit here and be really shallow. No, you can just be a Dodgers
No,
fan.
you can actually chill.
Yeah, you can just like the Dodgers.
I want to talk about music if you don't mind. We've been talking
Yeah.
about everything else. So you make records. Well, how do you
what's your mind state going into the next album cycle? Like, how do you inspire your brain to keep not, going back to the well and doing things you used to do to like this new record you have is very different. I listened to it yesterday when you texted it to me. I'm like, it's very different than the last record.
Yes.
Like, what keeps you driven to keep doing different shit?
So I have a new EP coming out. Plug. It's called Mind Over Matter. It's coming out in September.
Okay.
I put out my first single last month, and the next one comes out next week, I think. But this record is definitely more geared to like a live show environment.
Yeah.
More of like it's for dance floors rather than to listen to. I think my last record was definitely very eclectic in terms of vibes. And I think that's the cool thing about writing a full-length album is you can kind of stretch a little bit further and do weirder, different stuff that, some people might just want to listen to and it'll never see a stage.
Right.
But yeah, this EP, I'm playing all these huge shows. I want to make like a record that I can see myself playing.
Are you already playing
in
the
front
tunes
of
live?
those audiences? What?
Are you already playing the tunes live, or do you save them for the album?
Yeah, I'm playing them live.
Yeah.
Well, 2 of them I've tested
See if they work,
out.
before you put them out. Yeah.
I used to do the opposite, and then someone else told me they're like, you don't tease them so that people are like waiting for it to drop.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's
like,
the thing.
that's
It's good
that's
marketing.
smart.
Hold on. What do you mean?
Like teasing songs before you put them out, like playing them
on the set?
Yeah,
Like, let's say you have
Like a banger hook or something?
let's say you would.
yeah, just like testing out
Yeah.
songs when they're like half done or whatever, so that by the time it comes out, people are like, oh, that's that one.
And stuff to take out too. Maybe like, oh, that didn't really work live. It's not going to work on the
So
album.
do you do that a lot? Do you like tease hooks and shit into your sets that you're working on for newer shit?
Yeah, I mean, like I'll play like a version before it's
Yeah.
finished.
Have you ever had one where like, damn, this drop's gonna be sick, and everyone's like, whoa?
Yeah, actually.
What was the best one?
I don't remember. I mean, it's hard to tell because sometimes I feel like if you put the crowd into a trance, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're not liking it.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a great Menor.
You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
kind of how Menor looks at it.
Yeah. I'm like, I feel like a lot of my music has that effect on a crowd. Like, just because they're not like starting a mosh pit doesn't mean they're not like.
Yeah, you're
like,
also not like
digging
up there
your
like
song.
you're not like a douche on stage. That
Yeah.
helps too. You know?
So I don't know. I've tried to be less like sensitive about like crowd reactions because whatever.
Yeah. Wow.
You already got paid, you know.
Like
Yeah.
I never
You got a
make
pretty
eye
solid
contact with the
guarantee.
front row anymore.
Oh yeah.
Menor was like a big influence on you, right?
Yeah, he was huge.
Yeah.
What do you like about Menor that inspires you?
He was always just like totally true to himself in like every way possible.
Yeah.
Even if it meant he took 13 people out in a
Whether
in a
it makes him lose
band.
thousands of dollars or not.
Yeah, he was like a crusade for like being genuine.
Yeah.
Like no matter how much money he lost, no matter how much.
He's also one of the best people at sampling I've ever met in my life. Too.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, he's a guru
Yeah.
in the sampling.
He's the
world,
best. He can
for
take
sure.
a
Who are your
sample.
tops?
Like for sampling.
Yeah, sampling. What's your Mount Rushmore for producers?
There's like so many people, but like the people that inspired me, like the OGs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Bonobo was definitely one of them. For
Yeah.
sure.
He's amazing.
Have you met
he's
him?
Incredible. I haven't. I just
One of the
took
best live
slot.
bands. One of the best live bands in electronic music too,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, definitely. And like RJD2 and like who else from like that world? Oh, DJ Shadow. Those were all like early sampling kind of like gods, you know?
Like the indie hip hop kind of vibe.
Yeah, totally. So those are the people that I initially got into, but now there's like too many to
There's so many.
to name. Some of my favorites right now, this group Memba.
Memba?
It's like these two guys. They're very like trappy
Yeah.
and kind of like tribally influenced, but they're just like doing some really cool stuff right now. I'm actually playing with them in New York in
Sick.
the month.
Where are they from? You know?
I don't know.
That's all right.
I
That's
think they
even
might
better.
be from LA.
You don't have to know.
I don't understand why more American DJs don't tour in Europe more. I mean, it's such a fucking huge
Because our
community.
electronic music's different, I think, right?
It's like house and techno in Europe.
Oh, really? So, what about your new house set?
I know.
You know,
There we
Phil,
go.
come
Like
on,
Madhouse.
I got this. Phil, what the fuck? You don't want her to do the house set, and now she's killing it.
He's busy bringing pretty lights back right now. He'll get
I
to
don't
that.
care. You better spend some fucking time on her career too, Phil. Shit.
Hey, he's got the biggest
Square up.
He's got the biggest thing in Denver to happen since Dead & Co. 2 months ago.
Yeah.
So
that is pretty massive.
How
what's
hard is it
going
to
on.
ask Phil to say, "Hey, get me on those pretty light shows"?
So they're not doing any support.
Yeah, so it makes it easy.
That's smart.
So it makes his life real easy.
It's like, fuck, all my bands are good.
We sold 80,000 tickets in 45 seconds. We're not going to be having any support on our show.
45
Yeah.
But on
wild.
the low, I may be doing
Some afties?
some afties.
Ooh.
We got a new Louis bag in the making, baby.
Buy me a bag. Buy me a little bag.
Yeah, your stalker ain't gonna go to Louis. Now there's a security guard right in the door. Like,
Yeah.
don't let this peasant in here while I check out my Louis.
It's like Pretty Woman.
God.
It's like the shopping scene in Pretty Woman.
It's like the shopping scene at Pretty Woman.
Jesus
You
Christ.
can buy me a bag.
God.
What about how hard was it to pick 6 songs? How many songs did you write for this new EP?
It's actually 4 songs.
4 songs.
But yeah, there was a lot in the mix for sure.
Like how many?
Maybe probably like 8. I cut it in half.
Why did you decide a 4-song EP?
I just put out a 10-track LP last fall, and I think that I wanted to give people like smaller,
Doses.
just like I wanted to, especially because of the vibe of this record. It's more like live. I wanted to trickle out singles over the summer, and then like move on and do some like remixes and other singles and start working on my next record for the fall.
You're just fucking putting this fucking machine out here.
So
I love it, Matt. Dude, it's killer.
thanks.
What do you like better, being solo or playing with a band?
I like both. I mean, I've only done the band thing a couple times.
Yeah, you don't do it a ton.
Yeah.
I've seen you play with a drummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
like a full band, though, not that much.
Yeah, I only did it like twice.
You opened for at Mission. Who'd you open for at Mission? Opio.
Opio.
But it was the other sick. They're like my favorite producers.
Cone Sound.
God damn.
Yeah,
were
they're so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like it was Briscoe on turntables.
Yeah.
Drew Birch,
Yep.
guitar,
Yeah.
Colby drums.
That was that one. Yep.
So yeah, I did.
Bro Neil.
That's my queen.
That's the Arby's. That's our queen. Arby's coming back up.
is. That's our girl.
Arby's coming back up.
So for
But yeah,
this,
it's really fun. I want to do it more and more, but it's expensive. I
Can't
usually
buy Louis. Just buy Louis bags. Every 3
you
musicians.
can name each Louis bag a band member.
There
know
you go.
that. This is John on bass. This is Mike on the drums.
This is Sarah. This is Sarah. I have a girl in my band.
This is Sarah. This is the.
Just think every weekend you take a musician out with a Louis Vuitton bag you could have bought.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well,
just said
we're
bye.
just so proud of you,
Thank you.
and I
I'm
think
proud
you're
of
a
you.
fucking
And
badass.
I'm
And you
jealous.
deserve. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
We're just.
Tell me how you really
you've been
feel,
working.
Nick.
You've been
Mostly
working your
proud.
ass off for so long, and I just. I'm stoked when the homies make some money. So it's
Hey.
good. All right, go home, go chill out. I know you got other shit to
Get
do. You
some
don't need to
Arby's.
talk
Yeah, I'm
to
actually
us.
going to hang out with my mom today.
Oh, your mom.
I
Is
like
she
your
proud of
mom.
you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did she ever try to get you to not do music? I don't feel like she did she? Or?
I mean, she didn't get me to try to not do it, but she was definitely scared.
Because your
for a
parents are
while.
like geniuses, right? Didn't they?
My dad
He went to Harvard and then, yeah.
what the
my mom
fuck?
both
And your brother's
They're
all
both-
smart too.
Yeah.
He just had a kid, right?
So
Aunt Maddy.
my mom's actually moving to Madrid
Spain?
in 2 weeks with my brother and his fiance
For
to
what?
be
He got a job
to be
there?
their
Oh,
nanny.
What's he doing there?
She's a lawyer. She got like a full ride scholarship to get her international law
Holy shit.
degree.
That's gonna be a little different than Wyoming.
So and my mom's like, I'm retired. She's like, you're not taking my grandchild to Spain. She's like, I'm coming with you.
And I get to live in Spain. Yeah, that's awesome.
So she's about to move. That's why I'm gonna go
I love it.
hang out with her.
It's the best. We'll have some family time. Go chill out. I'm glad everyone's proud of you. I'm glad everyone loves you.
Get some Arby's in ya.
I feel very supported and loved, especially by like Denver.
Can you like go out?
Community.
Can you go out in Denver now without getting recognized all the time? No.
Depends on what show I'm in.
Yeah. God.
But I don't go out nearly as much as I used to.
Yeah. Mr. Social Butterfly.
That's
I'm
why
out
you don't
there
have a Louis Vuitton bag.
just drinking with the fans.
Yeah.
You'd be afforded to
That's
buy.
awesome.
Yeah, that's why I have Balenciaga. The poor man's Louis.
Oh my
You
god.
can only afford Balenciaga.
You gotta
It's
get that
the young
Louis
boys
sponsorship.
Louis.
The young boys Louis Vuitton. There we go.
Oh God.
All right, we gotta go. Goodbye. Have a good day. Love you.
Official luxury brand
We're
of the
getting
Catholic
canceled
Church.
after this.
Catholic
Later. God bless America. Thanks, Maddy.
Bye.